Shohei Ohtani, the Los Angeles Dodgers superstar, has finally returned to spring training. And as usual, his first appearance was nothing short of breathtaking. And before you think this is just another spring training game, wait until you see what happened. This could be a sign that Ohtani is ready for an even more epic season than last year. And believe me, it's not just about that home run you've already heard about. There's so much more happening here. In his first appearance, Ohtani seemed a little out of sync. In the first inning, facing his fellow countryman Yusei Kikuchi, the Angels pitcher, Ohtani appeared a bit rusty. One awkward swing and a missed hit on a full count left the crowd on edge. But here's the interesting part. Ohtani didn't need much time to adjust. What happened next was nothing short of impressive. After that first slightly confusing moment, Ohtani took a big step forward and shortly after, with a precise move, sent a ball to left field, easily clearing the wall. A solo home run in his first spring training appearance after shoulder surgery. That's right, he came back and did what he does best, right on his first real test. The Dodgers crowd, packed at Camelback Ranch, went wild. What does all this mean? Well, if you had any doubts about how he would return, consider them completely erased. Ohtani is still an unstoppable force. Now, you might be thinking, that was just luck, right? I thought the same for a second, until I heard Ohtani say, the most important thing is that I was able to complete my 3 at-bats without any issues. Physically, I felt really good. That's the real highlight. The confidence and recovery. It's not just about the home run, but how he feels on the field. He's in great shape and ready to do what it takes to reach even more historic milestones this year. And here's the twist you need to know. Ohtani made significant adjustments to his swing during the winter, something he rarely shares with the media, but now it's more than clear. He said that the feedback about his performance over the winter was constant, and the adjustments seemed to have worked really well. Today was good. I felt like it was pretty consistent, he commented after the game. This pursuit of perfection is what truly makes him one of the greatest in baseball history. And the Dodgers can consider themselves lucky to have him on their team. Ohtani not only stood out in the game, but also left a lasting impression on his opponent, Kikuchi. The Angels pitcher, who was Ohtani's high school teammate in Japan, was speechless after the home run. You can't make mistakes with a player of his level. He got me there. Kikuchi commented after the game, and it's no wonder. Ohtani's ability to adjust his swing and react with a home run is not something just any baseball player can do. But what really makes this spring training so exciting for Dodgers fans is the fact that Ohtani isn't just focusing on his offense. All eyes are on his return to the mound. While the team still has a tight spring training schedule, the expectation is that Ohtani will return to the Dodgers rotation sometime in May after his shoulder surgery. What does this mean for the Dodgers? Simply a massive addition, with one of the most dominant pitchers and one of the greatest hitters in the game returning to play. And we can't forget the fact that Ohtani, after his trade to the Dodgers, is entering a new era in his career. After a monster $700 million, 10-year deal, he became the centerpiece of the team. Many say that the moment he signed with the Dodgers, the team instantly became one of the biggest favorites to win the World Series title. And with Ohtani playing his best version, it's hard to argue with that. Now, you might wonder, will Ohtani be the big highlight in Tokyo? Will he really make a difference? The answer is simple, yes, and the impact will be monumental. The Dodgers are preparing for a historic game against the Cubs in Tokyo, and Ohtani, as always, will be the center of attention. He is preparing for this event with intense focus, and rumors suggest that he has already started mentally preparing for the showdown. Ohtani hopes to have at least 50 at-bats before heading to Japan, which will make him even sharper for this crucial matchup. Things get even more interesting when you consider that he has big plans for the 2025 season. For Ohtani, the goal of 50 home runs, 50 stolen bases, and of course a powerful return to the mound is just the beginning. With his swing adjustments, focus on recovery, and the confidence he's shown in returning to the field, it's clear that he has the mindset to continue breaking records. But what about you, Dodgers fan? What do you think of all this? Are you ready to see Ohtani in action and follow this unforgettable season? Dinelson Lamet, former Los Angeles Dodgers pitcher, is taking a new step in his career, and this time, he's heading to Mexico. According to an article published on MLB.com, Lamet signed with the Águila De Veracruz for the 2025 season, marking the beginning of a new journey in the Mexican League. The Dominican pitcher has had an interesting, yet tumultuous, trajectory in recent years. After being added to the Dodgers roster right after opening day in 2024, Lamet had a brief stint in the majors, making just 3 appearances during the season. He pitched 4.1 innings, allowing 2 runs, but was soon designated for assignment and removed from the team. This period was followed by a decision to leave the agreement with the Dodgers in June, and he ended up joining the Kansas City Royals on a minor league contract for the rest of the season. Before heading to Mexico, Lamet struggled in AAA with the Dodgers. In 9 games, including 8 as a starter, he posted a 4.82 ERA and couldn't dominate batters the way he had earlier in his career. Despite striking out 40 batters, his opponent batting average was .284, and his whip was high, 1.74. The 32-year-old pitcher also had issues with control, allowing walks to 13.5% of the batters he faced. Lamet had a promising start to his MLB career with the San Diego Padres from 2017 to 2022. In his rookie season, he impressed with a strikeout rate of 28.7% and an ERA of 4.57. But his rise was interrupted in 2018 when he underwent Tommy John surgery, missing the entire season. After his recovery, Lamet returned in 2019 with solid numbers, and in 2020, during the shortened season, he seemed to finally reach his full potential. With a 2.09 ERA and a strikeout rate of 34.8%, he stood out enough to finish 4th in the NL Cy Young voting. However, after that 2020 season, things began to unravel. Lamet was traded to the Milwaukee Brewers in late 2022 as part of the deal that sent star closer Josh Hader to the Padres, but he was placed on waivers by the Brewers. He finished the season with the Colorado Rockies and, in 2023, joined the Boston Red Sox before finally signing with the Dodgers. Now, with the Águila De Veracruz, Lamet will have the chance to restart in a new environment and try to turn his career around. What does this mean for Lamet's future? The move to Mexican baseball could be an opportunity for him to regain his confidence and, perhaps, revive the promise of his youth. For baseball fans, Lamet's story remains one of those worth following as he seeks his way back to the top.